Good morning. Hi, it's Lori from Lollipop Paper and Ink. Thanks so much for joining me today for our Wednesday Live. Today I have an adorable little gift-giving idea with packaging that I want to share with you today. So let me just give everyone a few minutes to pop on. I can't see any comments today unless I look up at my computer. So let me see if I can do that. And I'll share it over to our VIC group, which is our very important customers, which everybody is. Okay, I think I did that. All right, perfect. So I see some of you are logging on. Good morning, thanks for joining us. Today, this is the project that I have. Isn't this beautiful? It's this, just one of our round tins that are in the holiday catalog, and I'll show you that in just a second as to where it is on the catalog. But I wanted to say that give you our prize patrol from last week. So last week I had a half a pack of the Poinsettia Place DSP. I will never get that right. And also a quarter pack of the Plush Poinsettia specialty paper. So my prize patrol this week goes to Lisa Johnson. So Lisa, I think I have your address, but if you could just PM me and just let me know that, just to make sure that I have the right address. I appreciate that, and thank you for sharing. There were a bunch that shared last week, and I so appreciate it. It just makes my week. So this week, our prize patrol is the stamp set, the Warm and Toasty stamp set, which is so cute, and it's perfect for coloring, watercoloring, pencils, blends, markers. That's what I did, and actually I used this one. Morning, Nancy. I used this set for our club this month for November, and let me show you some of the cards that we did. There's still time to sign up for the club, 2 more days. I always close it on the 18th of the month. So look how cute this is. I used the Heartwarming Hugs DSP that came along in the as one of the products in the goodie with the goodies for this month's club. And this guy is just too cute for words. I use my blends markers, and I do have a pack of blends the combo pack of the Real Red that was included in some of the products for this month also. I also sent out an email letting anyone know that if they already had the Real Red, I would certainly substitute for something that they don't have. So if you wanted to join and be a part of this month's club, you have 2 more days, and if you do want me to substitute some blends markers, I'll be happy to do that. Look at this guy, isn't he adorable? And this is just a little bit of mint macaron blends markers. For this one I used the Snowflake Splendor DSP, which matched perfectly with this little guy. And here we have our little Christmas mice, and just did a little embossing, and this, no sentiment, and anyone can just add their own to this. So that was our 3rd card. And 4th was this little cutie. Hi Jan. This was fun too, to color in with my blends. And really it's just DSP, layering, and a little embellishment, and that's the club. So, okay, so for next week, anyone who shares this week will get their name drawn, and hopefully one of you will get your name drawn, and I will send out this Warm and Toasty stamp set to you right away, so you have time to use it for your Christmas cards. Okay, so today's project, whoo, look how cute this is. Let me show you. This is on page 68 of the holiday catalog, the mini catalog, and it looks pretty plain, I have to say here, and I wasn't sure, but then I thought, like, just with a little bit of decorating, it could be just used for anything. It doesn't even have to be for the holidays. You could save it and use it for birthdays or favors or anything. It's pretty reasonable. It's $12. You get 4 of the tins and 4 of the lids. So that's in the holiday catalog. And that obviously is good up until January 3rd, 2nd or 3rd. So, all right, so let's get busy. We wanted to, I did some of the embossing for you beforehand, but I just wanted to give you the idea of how I did this. Now I have a bunch of truffles in here. You could put candy kisses, you could put peppermint, anything that to give. You could put wrapped cookies, or even I was thinking maybe of putting a pair of Christmas socks in there for the kids, and that would be a nice little surprise for them to open that. So this is how I did it. Let's start. So I'm using one of my tins that comes. It's 4 to a box. And hi Kathy. And let's see. They open up, and so all I did was oh, this one is a little tight. All right, well anyway, I measured here, so it was 7/8 of an inch. So I took a strip of the specialty, the Plush Poinsettia specialty paper, and it was a 12-inch strip from the 12 by 12, and did trimmed it at 7/8, and it is a smidge shy, but no one will know that. So that's how I started. I'm going to put that on, and the reason I wanted to stick, I didn't really trust the snail or the seal. So what I did was I just put 2 little strips of the tear and tape on here, and I know nothing is going to get past that. And the tear and tape I assumed would not show out, and I was correct. It does not show. So, okay, let's see. All right, so I'm just going to pull out just to make sure I got it down. My fingers are cold today. Oh, come on, you. All right, let's go from the other angle. I mean, the whole idea is, yeah, you got to burnish it, but then you got to have some leeway. Okay, so this is quick and simple. I'm just going to start it halfway through my strip there and wrap it around. And there we go. And you squeeze it, it comes pretty darn close to matching. Okay, so what I did for the top, and I love the idea that it's not solid. I know we have the rectangular ones that are solid, and I just like the idea that it was open. So I wanted to play off that a little. I didn't want to totally close it up, so that's why I used this specialty paper again, just to, so you can kind of see in there and be able to get the idea, but still see something that's nice there. So what I did with this, again, with this vellum, even though this is printed, I mean, this is better than just, you know, straight vellum, but you do have to be careful with where you put your glue. So I'm just going to put it on where there's a little bit of a solid image, and it worked fine. I don't have to worry about that. And I put one here, and that will keep it nice and sturdy. Okay. Where should we? I'll put one right in the middle. Okay, and our poinsettia is going to be covering up a lot of that also. Okay, so this is just going to go right on, nice and centered. Oh, okay. Oh boy. All right, give that a little time to take hold. Okay, so now it was really all about the poinsettia. And let me show you, I used the Poinsettia Petals bundle. And I wanted to I cropped out the leaves and the little buds from Shimmery white cardstock. And I don't know if you can see, but it definitely is shimmery, and I do like this. I use this all the time for watercoloring, or even sometimes with the blends markers, just to give it, it has just a little bit of a sheen to it than as opposed to just the regular cardstock. And then what I did here, I wanted this to be a little shimmery too, so I added a little wink of Stella for there, but we'll do that in a second. I wanted to show you how I managed with these poinsettia dies. So, all right, I'm going to bring out my cut and emboss machine. I can't remember the full name of that all the time. I have brand new plates today, so I shouldn't have any rocking problems. And what I'm going to do here is I used one of the large ones and two of the medium size petals. So this is well, it wasn't the super large, it was the medium, and then I guess the two small, because there was one bigger than that. So I'm going to put this on here, but let me show you. This is kind of a pain. Let's see if make sure this is in the camera here. When you're putting this down and then you want to put the embossing insert in, it doesn't take a whole lot of time, but I figured out a way to just make our lives just a tad bit easier. And what I did was I put a little permanent marker here and one here. And then all the guessing is out. Don't have to worry about it. And that goes the same too for the stamp set, the stamped images too. Just put a little mark and you'll be able to just save a few minutes here and there. Okay, I did the same thing to this one here. So if I have this guy here, and as long as they're together, the embossing comes out beautiful. You could even use just the centerpiece to emboss a card. It doesn't have to be a die cut, which is fabulous with this set. So I did the same thing here. I have the two permanent marker dots, and that will help me just save a few seconds so we can get back to the creating part of it. That's what it's all about, right? All right, get that guy out of here. And we have these pieces now. Okay, and it's also easy when you're going back to store them here. So I know when I have them stored, when I'm putting them back on my magnetic plate, it's just easier. Kind of a little bit of a lazy way, but hey, we all need something to help us just get to the fun part, right? This is not the fun part. Okay. And there you go. So that's my little tip for today with that one. Okay, so I'm going to take these and I'm going to do a little rolling of the leaves with and I did use two, so I just wanted to show you how I did that, but I do have an extra one here. So I'm just going to give them a little bit of a curl, and all this does is just breaks down the fiber of the cardstock. Some of our cardstock is actually heavier than others, so it depends how much pressure you want to put on this and how much you want it to pop out. Now this obviously is going to be a gift. I don't have to worry about mailing that, so I can make them pop as much as I want. And then I think what I'll do is put my Winged Stella on first before I adhered it, and then I put that on. So let's just give it a little bit, just into the veins of the leaf, and just to give it a little extra shine. Oh, I think I need a new one. This sounds a little empty. Come on. Okay, one more here. All right, there you go. So there's our Wing of Stella. Let's get one baby on top of the other. And I just kind of wiggle them around until I like the way I feel like they're sitting. Oh. And that's why you can make, these are the same size, but what I loved about this set is that you know, there were so many different sizes, so it really just took one run through the machine in order to get that, you know, the desired layers that you want. So, okay, I have my little magic box here, and these are the ones that I have already cropped out for us. And so what I do here is I just try to figure out what I wanted it to be like. I didn't want it to be straight on because I wanted it to be like working around the circle part of it, the roundness of it. So I think what I'll do is I'll just put a little bit of liquid glue, and you know that's not my favorite adhesive medium to work with because you have to be patient and you have to let it do its thing, and I don't have that patience sometimes. So, all right, that just gives me a starting point of where I want it to go. I'm going to add more, but this just helps me design where I want to put my little pieces. And I love how even these solid pieces that get embossed, that get die cut, you can see a little layer of embossing around the side of that too. So, all right, so if I'm going to take this, and I'm still testing it, I want it to see so it goes sort of like in a rounded shape. So I'm good with that. So let's put a little bit more on here. And put this back up here. Come on. Oopsie. Okay. There we go. All right, and if I'm just for the video, I'm trying to do this quickly, but I probably will go back and put a little piece of the tear and tape in there also, just to be sure, because it's going to be, see it is little, I'm going to do that right now, because you're going to be opening and closing the top, so you want to be able to let it stick. I think I did that before, just to give it a little help. Here we go. All right, that's not going anywhere now. Okay, so I have one of my little, these pearls, these beaded pearls that came in with this suite. Oh my goodness, I'm on my last one. And look how pretty these are. And this just goes right into the center there, just what it needs. And I'm just gonna put that on here. And then pop that baby right into the center there. Okay, we're almost done. Now I did two, I had this sentiment left over from another project, so it's up to you. Like I kind of like the idea of this very slimline kind of sentiment right for here. Instead of taking up, I didn't want it to take over the vellum. And I do like this. This sentiment is from the Christmas Gleaming stamp set. And that was the one that was last year's catalog, and it was so popular that they brought it back, and it's just as popular now. And I use it all the time. I think because this particular sentiment gives the impression that it's embossed, but it's not. It's just the negative is colored in, so that's a plus, just to make it a little bit different. So I'm going to add this in just about center, but put it wherever you want. And then I took, oh, before I do that, what I did was this was nice, but I wanted to add a little bit of pizzazz for that little side angle. And so I just took some of my the Tulle ribbon, and I did the same thing, and I just put that right over just to give it a little extra. I liked the idea of those polka dots going on top of the the other design. So what I did here, same thing. I'm just going to put one little strip of tear and tape, and I'll put that right over there like that. And it looks so pretty. Nobody's really going to notice if they happen to see the glue images, but I don't think they will. Just make that piece long enough where you can bring it around. And then I'm just going to bring it around so it's centered best you can, and all the way around. I just felt like it added a little bit of little pop to it. And that will go, oh, I lost one of my little beaded elements. Let me put that guy back on there. Okay, so come on, you gotta go back in. Go back in with the rest of them. Okay, all right, perfect. All right, last thing to do is, excuse me, to add a little bling to, I just put one here, right front and center, just to bring a little attention to that. And then what I did was put a little, as I wrapped it around. Not many, I think I put just 4 or 5, and space them out where if I have one going up high, the next one will be low. These are from the holiday rhinestone pack, which has all beautiful colors. You could use the Wonderful Gems. They have really pretty red ones. You could use just the regular red rhinestones, and that would be perfect too. Okie dokie. There you go. Isn't that pretty? I mean, you could put anything in there, and it would be totally appreciated, coming in such a beautiful little wrapper like this. So that's it, ladies. Thank you so much for joining me. If you have a minute, take it to share this with your friends and family. That would be appreciated. And I will draw a name next week. And like I said, we have the Warm and Toasty stamp set to give away as the prize patrol. And this week's prize patrol, Lisa Johnson. I'm not sure if you're here, but if you are, just give me a PM and let me know what your address is. I want to send that DSP out to you. Okay, thanks so much for joining me. I hope you have a great day. Stay safe. Any questions, just put them down there. If you're new to my channel, or my Facebook Lives or my videos, pop over to my YouTube channel and subscribe so that you don't miss the next one. They all get uploaded, and the replay will always be there. All right, thanks again. Have a good one. Stay safe, and I'll see you next week. Bye-bye.